talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she need down the ride, oh I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Are you clean, crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Let's talk video description, all your postal needs. I still get emails. Jay, can you tell me about the TSP? Can you tell me about XYZ? I got a video that I'm formulating about the TSP and what's going on right now. So bear with me on that one. But all the other information you need, from vacations, buying stuff, start Christmas shopping now. Use that purchasing power. All that stuff is in the video description. Let's talk. Medical restrictions. Medical restrictions. These are the most ridiculous medical restrictions you have ever heard. I'm going to give you 3. Stick around to the last one because it'll blow your mind. And even the ones that try to abuse it, you're going to be like, yo, that just sounds really stupid. But let's get a little backstory about medical restrictions. Common medical restrictions can include limitations on lifting, standing, or sitting for extended periods. And these are often related to lower back pain, neck conditions, or other muscular issues, right? For instance, an employee might have restrictions to change posture regularly or avoid heavy lifting due to low back pains. There's a lot of clerks that are out there, a lot of mail handlers out there. They get limitations where it's no more than 20 pounds, more than 25, 30 pounds. There are people out there that have a limitation of no more than 5 pounds. So at that point, what are they really good for? They don't want to be clerical, but they can't lift any more than 5 pounds. But this is not the funny part. Anyway, these restrictions are usually recommended by a healthcare provider and are intended to prevent further injury or aggravation of an existing condition. Right? Employers are generally required to provide reasonable accommodations. This is where it gets funny. Reasonable accommodations for employees with disabilities under laws like the American with Disabilities Act, ADA. This means that if an employee has documented disability, the employer must make adjustments unless doing so would cause undue hardship. That's what the post office does. They'll fight back and say, it's not going to help. It's also worth mentioning that abusing medical restrictions to avoid work is not only unethical, but it also has legal repercussions for the employee. It's essential for both employers and employees to handle medical restrictions in an honest and integrity way, right? Cool. So here's the thing. When you have certain restrictions, we understand that it's a process. They get FMLA, they go with, whatever it is in order to get it. Do we believe that some people abuse the restrictions? Absolutely. And why? Who knows? But here are just a couple that have crossed my email within the last few little bits. So there is something called insomnia. Right. That's the part where you cannot sleep. Is it a medical restriction? Is it an excuse? But here's the thing. There are a lot of people that work overnight. When people are forced to work overnight shifts, they can go to the doctor and turn around and say, hey, look, during the daytime, I can't sleep. I need to be working a daytime shift. It's how the people that work overnight get pushed to the daytime, or at least that's what they're attempting to do. So they go get a medical note, say, hey, I got insomnia. I need to be switched to the day shift. Great. Now here's the problem. Because we are unionized, you can't just switch and take somebody else's bid. You have to fall in line with the bid code. Or they can say, well, we're at maximum capacity. We're part of a union. So we're at maximum capacity. There's nothing for you to do during these hours during the day. So some of them shoot themselves in the foot, but they do try it. They do try it. Yeah. There was another one. This one's good. This one's good. Like I said, these are the ridiculous ones. Somebody got authorization from their doctor to wear headphones while working. Headphones while working. I don't care if you are a carrier or you're working in a plant or a truck driver or you're working on the machines as a tech. It's just not right. Number one, it's unsafe. There's too much going on, but they got authorization. So when it's sent up to the people with occupational health, I guess that's what they call them, they have to try to figure out what kind of bullshit is this? Now, can you imagine one person having an exception just to have both earphones in their ear? This is what, the post office has to deal with. How do you rectify that? I know you guys have some stories about some foolishness of people coming in. They do. They say, oh yeah, I got FMLA because I have to take care of a family member, and the family member just happens to be a pet. That's my pet. What? Yeah, that's my pet. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. There are people that have attempted to try to get their those animals that they have to be around during the day. Those are the same people that walk into this grocery stores with their pets because they call them, they're dependent on them or something. Going to the McDonald's with their pets, and they're not just regular pets. They have a monkey on their back, or it's the weirdest thing. So they'll try to say, hey, I need my pet to be with me while I'm working. I don't know how these people work. If you need your pet to do everything else with you, how do you work? Another medical condition, right? But this one takes the cake. There's a truck driver. I am not making this up. There is a truck driver that states his medical condition requires him to work remotely. A truck driver, a tractor trailer operator. The doctor put out some letter stating that this patient can only work remotely. What the French door is this truck driver gonna do? A tractor trailer operator. How do you work remotely? What do you have, a remote control and this is what is going over the desks right now. You got people with pets that they can't work without their pet. I don't know how I don't know how these people are surviving. There's a truck driver that states he needs to work remotely. There's another one that says, I need to wear headphones while working. Other people are out there saying they can't lift any more than 5 pounds. Now that could be serious, medical conditions. Because I have a family member that went through that. Initially, they couldn't work because they couldn't lift over 5 pounds because of, medical conditions. But you're no use if you can't. So tell me your stories, because some of these, I just feel like they're the most ridiculous excuses or medical conditions that they come up with. And then you see them, they're out because everybody posts to these social media sites and gets caught up. Now, if it says I can't sleep during the day, or I need headphones all the time, or I can't be anywhere without a dog, but every social media post you got or video, you're doing something, you're in the ocean, you ain't got your dog with you, you're fishing, you ain't got your dog with you, you can do everything else, but you ain't got your dog with you, do you really need a dog? Or vice versa, you ain't got your headphones with you. You need to work remotely, but all your life, you've been driving a truck, but you've never had the truck before. The post office has to figure out a way to accommodate this kind of foolishness. It's funny, it's weird, but it's sad because the regular hard workers like yourself have to encounter and deal with it, because these are the same people that are holding up spaces for the good people that want to work. It's weird, but it is what it is, right? Change the culture. This is JH. And I'm out.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.